cold, drop somebody off, drive around, whatever. Yeah, all of it. You don't want the wheels to move if there's nobody in the back seat. I never go to the lot after I drop somebody off at the airport. And then that's where you go if you don't want to make anyone upset. Well, one of the things, maybe you got a really good book that's on when they, when they're making the iron glass, they put all the materials at the top of the furnace.
So it takes about an hour to get it.
Sometimes when they're the notes a lot. And then at 200 point, when I take a test, there's a rod stick in there somewhere to see if it's get through there.
Oh, wow.
So when they're going to tap the furnace, they actually drill a hole. They got their own place. They got another clay plug that they put. Used to be railroad cars that are, and they would line it down. So they drill that hole and then the iron comes out, and they would Bessie called me Wells to get into their lot. So you had to stay in your car and keep moving up. Like if the engine well or holding it, they fill each lane. And they're able to ride shot. We just drive to the lot, park it, and the machine, and the computer. And then at the end there's a slag. So they divert the slag and the slag right out where people are waiting.
So what's the volume, do you think, of taxis versus rideshare?
Well, there's still a whole lot more taxis. It's like less taxis in there. That slag is so sure, it's also like the water trapped under it. Right. Somebody, yeah, this person's coming. I've witnessed that several times. I mean, all kinds of crazy things can happen downtown Chicago when they're tapping the front. Let's say there were times where they couldn't move the car, Zato car, that it would overflow with iron. You know, when there'd be a big job driving along. It was a tricky last.
My bias is to just take the action. When you worked at O'Hare, did you take these Holland buses or whatever?
If they were tapping those furnaces,
Or did you drive?
you could, yeah, you could see that it was visualized. But a couple times
I mean, it's impressive.
Yeah, Jack was a mechanic for Americana. How many years did you work for? Wow.
When you start on producing, really do the hard work. It's something, it's impressive. You'll never forget it. You see something.
I didn't realize that your work dated back to Sparkle. That's fascinating to think of that.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Two-Way Street Coffee House. Thank you so much for coming tonight. How many? Is it your first time here?
Oh, really?
Anybody first time? Well, thank you so much for joining us. We have had music in this room every Friday night for 53 years.
So this is the original. The original.
It's an amazing room and it's an amazing tradition of music, and we're so glad that you joined us tonight. We are in a listening room, so we love to be quiet and listen and refrain from conversation, and also please turn off your cell phones because it's really quiet, and when it goes off, everybody hears it and everybody knows it's you. So yes, if you could please turn that off, we would be very much appreciative. We are so excited to have Kate MacLeod tonight, and she has brought Dylan to join her. So we're going to let them get started. Let's give everybody give a big welcome to Kate.
Thank you. Well, I'm so glad to be back. This is one of my favorite rooms in the country. And I told Dylan all about it, and he's joined me for the weekend. Dylan has played with me many times over the years. He lives in Salt Lake City, and I live most of the time in Salt Lake City, and the rest of the time with my mom in West Virginia. So I drove over here from West Virginia. I played in Ohio this week, and I'll do the folk stage tomorrow night. And so We're going to start out with my traveling song, Road to Heaven. Road to heaven, where are you taking me today? The past is waning, and I'll wake to turn another page. I see the sunrise every morning through the glass. Some days are easy, some days they take all that I have. Am I ready? Love is shaking like a leaf. I'm going somewhere, I'll go anywhere. This road will lead me. I've learned a few things. I've learned to let go of the time. Letting go is faith like snow that falls forever from the sky. And going uphill may be hard, but the view is worth the climb. And the more that I can give away, the lighter is this load of mine. Am I ready? Love is shaking like a leaf. I'm going somewhere, I'll go anywhere. This road will lead me. I've got to mend my coat and make it ready for the day. Day of ice, made of fire, made of hope, and made of clay. In any minute I could be taken away. I hope to see you, my friends, before the closing of the day. Am I ready? Love is shaking like a leaf. I'm going somewhere, I'll go anywhere. This road will lead me. So just in May, a recording went out by Laurie Lewis that she titled Trees, and this song is on it. She recorded another one of my songs. It's a third one of mine that she's recorded. So let me see if I remember how this starts. There we go. This is called The Day Is Mine.
I was born on a spring day. The wind was howling, change through the lovers' lives. A crocus was peeking through the snow. The moment met with the opening of my eyes. Someday I will turn my gaze into a tunnel of light. Until that time when I am swept away, the day is mine. Now every step I take is a wild one that I may go willingly. And I cannot leave without accounting for my stay and my dancing feet. Someday I will turn my gaze into a tunnel of light. Until that time when I am swept away, the day is mine. What I do with a minute or two, how I raise my stakes a little higher. And who I love when the sun goes down, how I hope to wake inspired. Someday I will turn my gaze into a tunnel of light. Until that time when I am swept away. Until that time when I am swept away. Until that time when I am swept away, the day is mine. Well, just today, a song has been released that I've worked on for a couple of years. I wrote it a couple of years ago, and I've been playing with this band of musicians in West Virginia near my mom's house because I've spent so much time there, you know, long enough to get in trouble, like playing music with people, things like that. So we're gonna do this song that I've released with that band called Kate MacLeod's "Mind the Gap." And Mind the Gap means a few things. Of course, if you've been to the subway stations in the UK and in New York City, there's this. They're always telling you to mind the gap between the platform and the train. And that term is also used in some therapy situations where, you know, if you have a habit of dropping things in your life, important things that you're supposed to be paying attention to, and you're just not, you want to mind that gap. So I like that one particularly. It's helpful. So we're going to play this song called "Never Looked So Good to Me Before." that I started just riding down the country roads near my mom's house, and it was such a beautiful day. And the green grass in the fields, the white bark of the sycamore, the dry leaves from last year that cover the forest floor, these roads that I have driven, the sky that's been there every morning, this world that life has given has never looked so good to me before. There's a smile on my face. It wasn't there before I met you. Now even time has a different pace, and even my friends can see I love you. These roads that I have driven, the sky that's been there every morning, this world that life has given has never looked so good to me before. I didn't know that things could change so much from being loved by the way that you are, by the kind of love I'd only heard of. These roads that I have driven, the sky that's been there every morning, this world that life has given has never looked so good to me before you. So a few years ago, I was artist in resident for the Quakers outside of Philadelphia, PA, at a retreat center. It's a famous retreat study center called Pendle Hill, and I lived there for a few months, and I wrote a lot of music, and I'm going to sing to you one of them. This is called Speak Truth to Power, and I put a lot of things that I've heard from famous orators in this song. I don't think any of the lyrics are really mine. Plagiarism, yikes. But they're all dead, so. Unfortunately, we could use them now. But here we go with Speak Truth to Power. Ain't I a woman? Ain't it the truth? Ain't I a woman? Ain't I a man? Ain't I a woman? I'm gonna speak truth to power. I'm gonna speak truth to power. I have a dream, I this is my plowshare, not a sword. And this is my plowshare, not a sword, so that I may make love and not war. Ain't I a woman? Ain't it the truth? Ain't I a woman? Ain't I a man? Ain't I a woman? I'm going to speak truth to power. I'm gonna speak truth to power. Love sees no colors, love sees no colors. How about you? Love sees no colors, love sees no colors. How about you? For you can be the change that you want to be the change that you want to see. For love is gentle, love is kind. Love is gentle, love is kind. So that my work is love. So that my work is love in action. Ain't I a woman? Ain't it the truth? Ain't I a woman? Ain't I a man? Ain't I a woman? I'm going to speak truth to power. I'm gonna speak truth to power. Thank you, Dylan. I'm gonna put this down. Thanks for having a place like this where I can come and sing songs that I can't really sing in bars. There are plenty of times where I'm just gonna, okay, we'll do the least common denominator of whatever we have in our back pockets. Okay, I'm gonna get this up, my fiddle. Been playing this instrument since I was 6, I think, around there. And I studied classical music, and I was too much of a troublemaker for that. So I got in trouble for playing fiddle, because it was really before it was popular for violinists to play fiddle. That didn't happen until I was way past that stage. And so instead, I went and studied violin making, thinking I could recover from being a musician. I had my first violin teacher. She cursed me. She said, I remember her. Well, it's a joke, but she did kind of. She had this really long, this wild white hair, and she played in the National Symphony. She was like the first woman violinist or something like that. She had auditioned 10 times. And she leaned over me at one of my first violin lessons. She said, "You're a real musician." She said, "You may try to do other things, but you're a musician." And that was like my story for decades, trying to do other things all the time, making violins, studying architecture. Oh, and maybe I'll do this and that. And then, I eventually succumbed to the passion of music and So let me see if this is in tune here. We're going to play some of my tunes. I've written a lot of instrumental pieces, and so we can turn this one off, and I'll have my violin up here. And I've got a series of things here I'm going to play. I'll just talk about them all right now, so then I can just play them all. We're going to start out with a tune called The Sunrise on the Colorado Plateau. And I did an artist in residency in Capitol Reef National Park, and I wrote a whole collection of tunes about the area. So we're going to start out with that. And then I'm going to play a tune called The Moon and Mount Rainier, which will be obvious, the moon over Mount Rainier. And then I've got Let the Dove Come In, which I'm going to sing. And you all are going to sing on that because you're going to want to. I expect you all to. And then we've got a tune called The Train Across the Great Salt Lake, which is descriptive of the train that goes across the Great Salt Lake. And when it goes across the Great Salt Lake, it looks like it's riding on the water. So there are tracks that go all the way across the lake. And years and years and years ago, they were passenger trains, but they are no longer. They're used for transporting secret things that no one knows about. I tried to find the schedule because I wanted to make a video. Because I saw it by accident. I just happened to be out there in the West Desert when the train came across the lake. But I actually tried to find out when I could, schedule to go do a video, and they wouldn't tell me. It's secret. So I'm not going to go. Would you go out there and wait in the West Desert? No, it's not optimum. So, and then we'll do the Oregon Trail, and then we'll see what else happens. Come on in. There's seats up front if you're not shy. All right. Come on in. You missed 4 songs. That means you get $4 off your ticket price. Did they give you that deal? Okay, all right, that's right. All right, here we go. expected to sing on this. So, and you get $1 back if you do. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm just laughing about something that happened earlier today. You know, it's just.
Oh, the little bird flew to the window and mourned. Open the window, let the dove come in. Little bird flew to the window and mourned. Open the window, let the dove come in. The little bird mourning for all of the people. Open the window, let the dove come in. Open the window, let the dove come in. Oh, the little bird brought back the olive leaf. Open the window, let the dove come in. Little bird brought back the olive leaf. Open the window, let the dove come in. And the little bird flies for all of the people. Open the window, let the dove come in. Open the window, let the dove come in. And the little bird brought us the sound of peace. Open the window, let the dove come in. Little bird brought us a song of peace. Open the window, let the dove come in. Oh, the little bird of peace for all of the people. Open the window, let the dove come in. Open the window, let the dove come in. Open the window, let the dove come in.
Okay, train across the Great Salt Lake into the Oregon Trail. This is your little history lesson. I'm not originally from Utah, you know, and everybody, whenever they find out that I live in Utah, of course they're going to ask me if I'm Mormon. But I think I've already answered that because I was artist in resident for the Quakers. So now you can stop thinking about it and actually listen to the music.
I'm not either.
He's not either. I do get that. I have that people ask me that at break sometimes. I couldn't help but wondering the whole time. So I just sometimes come right out and tell people in many ways. All right, how about this? Here we go. We're going to do this Irish tunes. All right, we have a special little set that we decided to have fun with. Both of us have a lot of experience in Irish and Scottish music, and we both played with the group years ago, not at the same time. Remember that with Paul and all those people? That's really funny. And he's just a genius on the Celtic guitar, so I thought we have to show him off a little bit. Now you have to do something really cool. So, but Dylan actually also used to do music transcriptions and notations for Acoustic Guitar magazine years ago, so he knows his stuff. So we're going to do a set of Irish tunes, a couple of jigs. One is the Old Hag with the Money, and the other one is the Old Hag, You Have Killed Me. I love the hag tunes because I'm going to start a Haga movement or something like that. You know, I need a music thing. Hags are good. I'm a hag. I'll be a hag any minute. Proud of it. So, and then we're going to play a reel. If I start into the correct reel, we'll be really in good shape. All right, let me push this aside. So I'm just going to stand. We're going to take a break after this. And then...
much to Kate and Dylan. Everybody, another round of applause. Fantastic. We're going to take about a 10 or 15-minute break. The bathrooms are down the hall and to the left. And Kate, I'm going to turn on the light so you can see in a minute, but Kate brought some CDs and some T-shirts.
Bandanas. And a mailing list sign up.
Yeah, so please be sure to check out.
Some tune books and some books.
Wonderful. So that's all going to be on the piano, and you can refill your snacks and drinks. We have inflation-proof prices at the counter. So you'll all be very happy what we're doing our part to help. So we're going to be back in about 10 to 15 minutes.
That was fun. That was fun, that last set. We got to do some more of those.
Dylan, what's that lever on the back?
Oh, it's just a drop D lever.
Oh, okay.
So I can just like
How cool.
I have a doctor.
just flip between standard and drop D, so you can be like mid set.
I was seeing it.
So you can be like mid set and just flick it. You're right in. It's kind of
Really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called a hip shot.
Okay. I haven't seen one of those before. I've seen a lot of people go,
Yeah.
even in mid-song.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, we're going to try to get started again with our second set from Kate and Dylan. I wanted to let you know that tomorrow in this very room here at 2 o'clock, we have a country western jam. So bring your instruments, bring your country or western songs, and that's always fun. And tomorrow night, there's a barn dance in the big room down the hall, so that's super fun. And they have been really well attended, so you don't want to miss out on all the fun. Next week in this very spot, at this very same time, we will be having an open mic. So if you want your chance to be up here on the stage, come on out. And it's always a really great time. We try to have them about once a quarter. So now is your chance, and that will be next week. And the week after, we have Gaines and Wagner. So you're going to be thrilled with them. But right now, we have a second set. So welcome back.
Thank you. To say I love you, you want for me to say it too, but I love you is sometimes a sound. A better sentence could be, how do I love you? How do I know you? How do I lift you up, and how do I not let you down? If I love you is sometimes a sound. I might have lost some of my hearing from listening to noise too long, and you can turn ahead with a word, but turn a life around with a love that's strong. Now what about the playground and the children of any town, and the barroom and the courtroom and the music of the wedding gowns? If I love you is sometimes a sound. Could be that the words are just too easy. It could be that the meaning is lost. Could be someone's interpretation. It could be a subject of fiction or too high cost. I love you. The whole world says I love you. Meanwhile, someone waits and waits and waits and waits for love, because I love you is sometimes a sound. The still small voice that moves me is softer than a heart that pounds, and the sweet chords of our longing become distorted when we bring them down. I love you, I hear you say I love you. You want to say I love you,
and you want for me to say it too. But I love you is sometimes a sound. A better sentence could be, how do I love you? How do I know you? And how do I lift you up? How do I not let you down? If I love you is sometimes a sound.
So Dylan and I live out in the desert world out there in the middle of nowhere. And I have a little music about that right now. I know that some of you have been out there, so y'all know what it's about. This is called A Storm on the Desert.
Our love is, we both agree, is rain on the desert, rain on the desert. And our love is, when we disagree, a storm on the desert, a storm on the desert. Where there is nowhere to hide, nowhere, not where our love goes and where it goes. Sometimes it looks like we are fighting, but it's more like lightning, more like lightning. Our tears are tears that are warm, are rain on the desert, rain on the desert. And our minds meet in the middle of a storm on the desert, a storm on the desert. And we feel the thunder in the light, and we breathe the clouds and watch how our love grows and where it goes. Sometimes it looks like we are fighting, but it's more like lightning, more like lightning. Our dreams, they wake in the lightning storm, and the earth, it shines in the lightning storm, and our hands, they glow in the lightning storm, and our love, it waits in the lightning storm. Our love, it waits in the lightning storm. And sometimes love can be frightening, but it's more like lightning, more like lightning, more like lightning, more like lightning.
got a sing-along song here. This is a true story about, I think I sang this last time I was here. I love to sing this song, especially in the fall when people are picking apples. So this is about the apple orchards in Capitol Reef National Park. And they were planted by the pioneers when they first went out there. Thousands of fruit trees in the middle of nowhere. It's just unbelievable. You can go there and pick your own fruit on the honor system in the national park. And these trees are looked after by the park rangers. And you can go there. Have you been down there much? You have not? I used to take my kids down there all the time. It was one of their favorite things. And they have very old strains of fruit, especially the apples. And they have bags. They have a little box with bags, and there's a little box with a slot for your money. It's really cool. So, yeah, in Capitol Reef National Park. That's not one of the really well-known parks, but it's where we all go to get away from all the tourists. Yeah, I can't, you have to make appointments to get into Arches now. And I used to go there all the time just on a whim. You can't do that anymore, so I don't even bother. I just go down to Capitol Reef, which has everything that all the other parks have. Arches and red rocks and cliffs and rivers, so little unknown secret. So when you go through Utah, just go straight to Capitol Reef. This string is still funny. There we go. Along the Fremont River, tucked into a canyon, grow the orchards that I ran through as a kid. They were everything to me when I was simple, wild, and free, before I knew the world was so big. And the roads were rough, and people really came our way. But when they did, oh, it was pick apples and story time. We knew how to pass the time in the middle of nowhere where we lived. Next time that comes around, just sing it with us. I worked in the sunshine like the people who left behind their baskets and petroglyphs. And Fruta was our Eden, where we grew thousands of trees between the river and the cliffs. And then travelers came from everywhere in the big wide world just to see. Oh, it was pick apples and story time. We knew how to pass the time in the middle of nowhere where we lived. And now I am who I am because of my home in that canyon and my kin. Oh, it was pick apples and story time.
We knew how to pass the time in the middle of nowhere where we lived. Oh, it was pick apples and story time. We knew how to pass the time in the middle of nowhere where we lived. I sing a love lost, losing the time, letting it go free. Lark in the morning, another day before me. I know that your love wasn't born on a promise for me. Lark in the morning, let it go free. But my eyes take me back to the scene of love. I grow so weary with no word from a lover. Lark in the morning, another day before me. Your love is gone, most likely to some other. Lark in the morning, let it go free. But my eyes take me back to the scene of love. My eyes take me back. And I see no others, and my nights are no more fun. Lark in the morning, another day before me. I'm making peace with losing a loved one. Lark in the morning, let it go free. But my eyes take me back to the scene of love. My eyes. Well, I'm going to sing a kind of a new song that I just taught this to Dylan. No pressure there. But both Dylan and I are big fans of like really old country, early country sounds. So every once in a while, I just have to get that out of my system and write a song that sounds like that. So this is called I Will Sing My Heart Out. Because your troubled heart can't hear my words, I will sing them to you. Maybe the melody will ease place your mind. Words can be misunderstood like hidden meanings in a poem, but the sound of the longing in my voice I cannot hide. If my words have hurt you and my silence has deserted you, maybe a melody will still your fleeing heart. I'll begin with an empty page and I'll fill it all up with feeling. Oh, can you hear me believing in a new start? I will sing my heart out until you hear my voice calling you. With every whistle, with every tear, with every wine, I will gather all of our days and I'll put them in a songbook for you and bind them with a golden ring so that our days will never part. I will sing my heart out until you hear my voice calling you. With every whistle, with every tear, with every rhyme, I will gather all of our days and I'll put them in a songbook for you and bind them with a golden ring so that our days will never part. Oh, I will gather all of our days and I'll put them in a songbook for you and bind them with a golden ring so that our days will never part.
Dylan, when he plays with me within driving distance, he actually plays the dobro and the pedal steel and all kinds of great instruments. So someday we'll have to have them hear that. I had a request, so I'm going to do that all by myself. Somewhere in the back there, someone came up at break and asked me to do the song. So this is one of my oldest songs. I wrote it when I was 18. Back when I was still a kid and I was trying to do other things except be a musician. And it's based a little bit on my family history and also James Michener's book, Chesapeake, because he could have been writing about my family history because my mom's family's been in Maryland since the 1630s. And they had quite a history there, really interesting people. And there was a man who came over on the Ark and the Dove. There were two ships that sailed to the Chesapeake Bay to settle that area, and they were the earliest boats there. And there was a man named Thomas on there with his son, part of my family, and they survived. It was amazing, and actually his wife joined him, so that was even more amazing because usually they never saw anybody again. And so I'm going to sing this song if I can get this in the right position here for my... All right, this is called New Homeland.
Well, did she sail across the sea with her white sails a-riding the westward breeze, with her bow riding high like the proudest of things, the loveliest thing her hold will bring? Where did she sail across the sea to bring my love nearer to me, with her head held high like the proudest of things, a promise of love her hold does bring? Today she will come to my island, where I've planted the grasses green, and the house that I've built with my own hands will welcome her to a new homeland. Soon did I rise with the light of the day to be first in the line for the gangway. Well, did I dress in the finest of things to greet what that sturdy ship would bring. And long did I wait till the morning was gone, while I watched that ship she sailed on. She stood on the deck like the fairest of queens, a promise of joy her heart does bring. Today she will come to my island, where I've planted the grasses green, and the house that I've built with my own hands will welcome her to a new homeland. And well did she look like I thought she would be, the finest of English ladies, with her head held high like the proudest of things, a promise of love her heart does bring. Today she will come to my island, where I've planted the grasses green, and the house that I've built with my own hands will welcome her to a new homeland.
All right. Well, I have a special guest here. Then I got to get out. It's been waiting here in the corner. And I didn't have this last time because I was traveling by air and I can only take a couple of things with me. So I brought this with me this time because I came from West Virginia, from my mom's house. And I actually made this dulcimer. So for those of you who are not familiar with this instrument, this is the Appalachian mountain dulcimer, lap dulcimer sometimes called. And it's one of the truly American instruments, like the banjo is one of the true American instruments. I think I might just move forward, which might be easier. And, you know, I used to make violins. I think I told you that. And So I hadn't made instruments for a very long time, and I took this course, and I got to make my own instrument. And I hadn't done it. I had so much fun. I couldn't believe how much fun I was having. And I also discovered that when I could make dulcimers, I get to make some decisions about what they look like, unlike the violins, which we're still making after the manner of Stradivari in the 1700s. So I didn't realize until I made this why I was a little bored with violin making, because I got to actually make fun decisions about my dulcimer, like these sound holes. So these sound holes are tracings from gamble oak leaves in a tree in my front yard in Salt Lake City. And I went to the class, and usually, dulcimers, they have little hearts. They almost always have hearts on them, and I was like, oh man, So I took my leaves to the class, and I had to ask the instructor if I could, instead of putting hearts on my dulcimer, could I put my oak leaves? And he said, oh, sure, whatever you want. It's your instrument. And I thought, oh my gosh, I never heard that in violin making. Not anything like that. And so I had fun making this. So we're going to do a new song of mine that I wrote on the river in June. I do a whitewater, I can never even say it, whitewater river rafting trip every year with a company called Colorado River and Trail Expeditions. And they kind of trade off now and then on where they send me. I've done the Colorado River and the Green River and the Grand Canyon. And I write a song every day while I'm on the trip. And they advertise that, so now I have to. And then, so I always come back from the trips with all these, mostly finished songs, and I have to mess around with them for a while. So this is one I wrote this summer. It's called Old Friends Beneath the Night Sky. So at the beginning of the trip, usually everyone puts up a tent every night. And then by the end of the trip, no one ever puts a tent up, and you're just out there on a cot underneath this canopy of stars. And the campsites are not very big because they're just on the edge of the river. And so you're always within talking distance of someone on the next cot. And so you just lie awake for a while, drinking wine, talking to the person on the cot next to you. And it's lovely. So here we go. Old friends beneath the night sky, staying awake to watch the moon rise. We see a meteor fall, no wonder I can't sleep. All's quiet in the campground, the sound of the rivers in the background. The stars twinkle like secrets, no wonder I can't sleep. Still have the taste of good wine, the world fades away at this time, just my friend and I beneath the night sky. Still have the taste of good wine, the world fades away at this time, for my friend and I beneath the night sky.
You ask me a question. It takes a while for me to answer. That's how it goes when you're traveling through space. No wonder we can't sleep. Soon you might be in slumber. That spell we all go under. Are we awake or are we dreaming? No wonder we can't sleep. Still have the taste of good wine. The world fades away at this time. Just my friend and I beneath the night sky. Still have the taste of good wine. The world fades away at this time. For my friend and I beneath the night sky. Quite pretty. That's really lovely. Thank you, Dylan. We're going to do a couple more and then call it a night. We're going to do an old song that is from a Jean Ritchie songbook. And she wrote the lyrics to these. It was an old melody, and it shows up in various places. Very similar to a melody that Bob Dylan has used, and it kind of very similar to the Water is Wide melody. And so it has a wonderful chorus that you should sing with me, which goes like this. Oh, I love the pipes, and I love the drum. I love the wild harp ringing. But there's not on earth can e'er match the sound of one clear voice singing. That's it. All right. Wow. It's in tune with the motorcycle. As I walked over the early fields, I heard a song born new. It fell around me like the rain that washes off the morning. No, I love the pipes and I love the drum. I love the wild harp ringing, but there's not on earth can e'er match the sound of one clear voice singing. So far away the words were dim, and yet I heard their sadness. I knew their peace and I knew their pain. I knew their joy and gladness. So I love the pipes and I love the drum. I love the wild harp ringing, but there's not on earth can e'er match the sound of one clear voice singing.
So, our last song. Tomorrow night, we're going to be on the folk stage on WFMT at 8 p.m. for an hour. Don't miss it. You can listen to it from anywhere. We're going to do this old-time song called Jubilee. Please sing with us. Turn, Jubilee, live and learn. Jubilee, sing and turn. Jubilee, live and learn. Hardest work I've ever done is working on a farm. Easiest work I've ever done is swinging in my true love's arms. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn. Jubilee, swing and turn. Jubilee, live and learn. If I had a needle and a thread as far as I could sew, I'd sew my sweetheart to my son. Down that creek we'd go. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn. Jubilee, swing and turn. Jubilee, live and learn. And some folks come on a Saturday night, and some folks come on a Sunday. And if you give them half the chance, they'll come back on Monday. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn. Jubilee, swing and turn. Jubilee, live and learn. To ride, you find me riding up and down that rocky road, looking for my darling. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn. Jubilee, swing and turn. Jubilee, live and learn. And it's all out on the old railroad, and it's all out on the sea. All out on the old railroad, as far as I can see. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn. Jubilee, swing and turn. Jubilee, live and learn. And swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn. Jubilee, swing and turn. Jubilee, live and learn.
Let's hear it for Kate and Dylan. Wonderful. All right. I wanted to thank our volunteers. We're an all-volunteer operation over here at the Two-Way Street, so I wanted to thank Joel, who's doing sound tonight, and Chris was behind the counter. And I'm Jennifer, your MC for the evening. But we have a thing we do here. Nobody, and I mean nobody, gets out of the Two-Way Street without an encore. Did you save one more song, perhaps?
I think we can think of something.
Wonderful. All right, another round of applause.
All right, I'm going to get my fiddle up, my oldest instrument that I've been playing all my life. See what I can do with this today. It's all caught up in wires now. I thought it was all done. It thought it was finished. Now, okay, there we go. All right, let me check the tuning on this. All right, well, how about those Kenny Baker tunes? All right, Dylan and I are going to play some tunes of one of America's great fiddlers, Kenny Baker. He played with Bill Monroe the longest, I think, of any musician. And he was not only was he a great fiddler, but he wrote great tunes, and he was a swing guitarist and all kinds of things. So if you don't know about him, look him up. And you can always find him in those old videos with Bill. He always had this big old hat on. So we're going to play 3 of his tunes. The first one is called The Cross-Eyed Fiddler, and then we're going to play Denver Bell, and then Bluegrass in the Backwoods, where you will hear his swing come through. And then we're going to call it a night. All right. All right. Ready? I don't know if I am. You have to be cross-eyed to play the cross-eyed fiddler, of which I'm not, but I will be when I'm done. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you all very
Thanks
much.
so much.
Worked up a sweat on that one.
No, I didn't record. I was just taking pictures. I mean, the phone wouldn't give me a very good sound quality. I still got water if you want it. That is a separate thing. You don't have to.